right? So hi
Yeah, let's
guys,
go.
this is another stream right now on vsociety,
Yeah, we have here.
and basically
We have here.
we will go with Youssef, the master of vsociety. He is on the third place on our top 10 on vsociety. So like this is one of the biggest thing that you can do here, right? It's need a lot of work. Just like a quick introduction, the master is one of the best we got. Do some kernel stuff, do a lot of escalation, and also a lot of very interesting software along along with like Windows stuff. So we are going to go with Openfire, which is the CVE. Okay, like I forgot the number. Yeah, the CVE 2023-32315, and yeah, I will just let Youssef go with it. Youssef, the mic is with you, brother.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction, bro.
So
Okay, so we have here Openfire vulnerable to best traversal and get easy RCE, unauthenticated RCE over best traversal. So, what is Openfire? Openfire is just here. Yeah, Openfire is just open source real communication that's enable local messaging in real time. Okay, the installation was kinda easy, but I chose the Docker container because to be able to debugging, and the server was Ubuntu, the latest version, I think. And after running the container with the default port for this application, as you see, just trying to access it. PHA. Let's just look out. He was yeah, as you see, we can bypass the authentication and read the log file by just these characters. And these characters was Unicode characters, and the authentication mechanism for this application
guys,
was
bro,
can't.
like I can't see the stream. Guys, can you see the stream?
Streaming
Is
first.
the problem?
Like,
Yeah, just a minute. Streaming.
Hello.
Yeah,
hi, bro.
what about now?
Okay, like
Yeah, it's visible.
all right, all right.
Yeah. As you see, we can bypass the authentication and get access to the log file with just these characters. If we remove these characters, like GSP, we can't access this file because we need to be authenticated. So when we add the Unicode character, we actually get access to this file. And this was best traversal. We can here traverse the base to log file, which was setup base.
So basically, this is
Okay.
the payload that will, I think, leak as like like a file, right?
Yeah. We're just using a Unicode character to bypass this authentication. Let's see it in the debugging mode. Running the debugger on the default port and get back to the application and trying to access the log file again. As we see, the first function the application called when we trying to access the log file or something behind the authentication, we get this function which is test url basis exclude, and this function was a responsible function for the filtering, as we see. But, guys, can you see the code, or I should make it like more bigger?
Yeah, I can see it.
That I need to.
You can just
Yeah.
zoom.
Alright. Zoom in. Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Test URL bus exclude. This was the responsible function for the authentication, or trying like find if the authentication or the URL is valid or not. And the function was like can't detect this function was this URL was vulnerable to or trying to exploit the best traversal vulnerability here. And as we see, we can easily bypass it, even if was like using this mechanism to define if anyone trying to traverse the path by double quotes, double dots here, and in case was encoded, as we see here, encoded in URL encoding. But in our technique was using the Unicode characters, so yeah, it was valid or undetectable. Okay, let's tip over. So now we have best reversal, and we can bypass the authentication. What or how we can get the RCE from here? The technique was by calling internal how we can say it? Yeah, internal app or internal file which was authenticated, and the application was returning with responsible cookie for the authentication. Let's see it in action. We set it here. I'm gonna use Perp Suite to intercept the request. Okay. Perp proxy on, and yeah, this one redirected to the repeater. Yeah, the debugger is on. Let's first turn it off and trying again. I don't know where is the problem. Let's just restart the application.
Guys, just like to know, anyone, if you want to basically do the same setup, if you want to do the same virtualization, the same simulation, it's already in the blog link. I will drop it later in the general or in the OG Hackers channel, so you can read from there how basically to do the same setup. And also by yourself, you can study the vulnerability, you can study the analysis, you can study the code, the debugging, the code analysis as well, and understand this. Like, I mean, in depth, like very very detailed analysis.
The app is up again. Yeah, we can accept. Actually, we can delete the log to make it hard for the defenders to catch the attacker or something. Yeah, it's up again. Let's yeah. As we see, we get this code, which mean it's let's make it more bigger, accessible. I'm just trying to make the font more big because to be clear in the explanation. Okay. Yeah, this one. Oh my god.
Like I think it's already good. I mean, for me, I can.
Does anyone have a problem with this font size? Okay, good. We can actually change this file to be plugin.admin-admin. Actually, I'm reading this from the blog that I written to make it more easy and smooth. Yeah, right. Plugin.admin.psp. And as we see, the application return with the cookie, which we can like hijack this copy and use it for see the cookie this and the csrf. Here I try to access again csrf. And as you see, it's totally valuable. And now we have the authentication. We can actually set this authentication and get authenticated session. How we can use this?
So like
How
how
we
you know
can
that
exploit this?
you are authenticated right now?
Yeah, we can trying to create a new user and upload or malicious plugin to have a very clear RCE and execute commands in the system.
Oh, so like you right now you have the cookies, or you are authenticated as an admin, right? Like or the default user of Openfire.
Yeah, actually, we have the the admin panel. Yeah, and as you see, the application under setup. Yeah, here under setup there is a lot of files. We have already access like create users. There is a file users. Can search by grep. Yes. Yeah, this one. We can use this file to create a new user and give it the admin permission and be able to upload the plugin or something. Let's see in the perp. We get no response because this file need some parameters set like the username and the mail and the password. Let's see like username like admin1 and the email like test hacker.com and the password let's be 1 2 3 4 5 6 and confirm password, confirm password and the same. And here is the important parameter, which is admin. When we set is admin to on, we have already access to the admin panel. Okay, and create class user. Maybe there's something wrong. Yeah, I think it's added. Let's see in the admin panel. Yeah, we are now trying to log in with the new password we add already here. Okay. I'm just completing the setup of Openfire process. Embedded. Continue. The default and skip this step. And it's admin 1 and the password was 1 2 3 4 5 6. I don't think sure username and password are correct. Let's send it again. Trying to log in. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'll make sure username. I don't know what is the problem. Let me just take this and read it from the blog. The username was test and the email admin.com and the password was admin. Let's make it admin1.
So what is this payload for exactly, or like what is this link supposed to do?
This link is responsible for creating new users to the platform with the new permission, which is the administrator. Yeah, request. Bad request. Yeah, it's bad because we don't set the currently CSRF. Let's try now. There's something wrong. Yeah. I added HTTP. So try now. Tests and admin 1. Admin 1. And as we see, we have login. So we added the new password, new account, and let's check the permission. As we see, it's not administrator. Is administrator, but when we log in the user properties, we can see administrator is yes. So we have the permission in the site. We can actually upload the plugin shell and get the very easy RC. Like choose the file and upload the vulnerable plugin, as you see here. Upload the plugin. As you see, it's uploaded successfully with password 123. And back to server setting, and as we see, the plugin is appear here. Click on the plugin and 123, and we get the command execution. We have all the information about the server, the IP, server port, operation system version, which was maybe vulnerable to kernel exploitation or something, and the username, which is root, and a lot of useful information for both the permission. 123. And there is another option to execute command here. System commands, ID, root, and as you see, we can actually take a reverse shell, but we can't in this case because it's installed in container, but in case was installed in real machine or something, we can search for the 8cat 8 if was installed, and yeah, execute the reverse shell. Any question here? Alright. Yes, as you see, we have the permission to see files. We can delete the log to hide our steps in the server. Yes, authentication, Openfire, authentication, logs, Openfire.log. Yes. There is a lot of data in this file, so let's take time to reload. Yeah, and as we see, we can read all the log. And to hide all what we did here, like add a new user and this stuff, we can actually delete this file by simple command rm and execution result with no output, which means the file is deleted. Yes.
Also, I think you can do this like through a script or a command, like using curl, for example, right? Like you don't need to stick really with the website.
Yeah, we actually like here hide our steps. This step is useful for black hats or something. You can like delete your log. There is no one can like find you or something. To make it difficult for black hat, for defenders to catch you or something.
Yep.
It's a good step. Yeah, and we can actually get the authenticated without adding a new user by using the exist user already, which is admin. As you see, you can log out and use a verb.
Also, adding a user is very good for persistence. So like
Yeah,
from experience in been testing, in fact, a lot of IT people don't really notice when there is a new users or a new thing added to their own systems. So adding a new user, especially when it's like let's say a familiar name or something familiar, which mean like you don't go guys and add like test, right, or add like something like hacker 1337. You know, like obviously this will be like easily. Uh,
yeah. It's make it like normal action or something.
Yeah, well, in fact, a good technique is to look for the employees in this company through LinkedIn, for example, and make a user by a name of one of those employees. So at least at that point, when in fact it's even better if you can make the name as one of the IT guys' names. So at that point, it will
Yeah, and
be very much normal to like for the other to see this account there.
we can also like access this what we did here without adding a user with the current cookie already to make
Yeah.
it like more hard for. Let's wait, cookie turn on the intercept. Trying to access here. Test. And Firefox. And you can capture it ready. Okay. We are trying to access the same page without the login as we did here. Admin one. Test this page, which is clear and accessible when we trying to get search. Actually, I'm trying this technique for the first time, but I know maybe this is gonna work.
I mean, like that's what hackers do, right? Curious all the time, just trying new stuff and new techniques. So let's go for it.
Login to grab the cookie. We are trying to access plugin dash admin again. In admin. There's something called wrong with the word plugin. Yes, the problem here. Yeah, I forget GSP. GSP. And we have the cookie here. We get no access. What's the problem? Maybe we can't access it directly, but we can upload the shell without even get accessible with this cookie. Let's give it a try. Go for plugins and capture. Firefox here. Get it here. Firefox. Leet. And the plugin. Click on it. This is the content of the plugin, and we got it the repeater. Now this request with the old cookie, and we are now gonna change it to the new one and this one, which make it like it's another request, maybe an authenticated request, because we use the cookie that we grabbed here already, not the new one which was authenticated. And since the request, it says found, which mean we already uploaded the plugin. Let's check it. And the plugin is here. This makes it useful for making exploit without even having to add a user to get the RCE. Yes, very useful for exploit development, like write a tool in Python trying to send this request and grab the cookie from this request, trying to access the plugin.admin ESP, and then use this cookie here, to upload this plugin. Any question here?
So like, is this plugin will give us a reversal?
Yeah, we can actually get a reversal, but in this example, it's installed in the Docker, so we can't actually, because netcat not installed, so that's make it a little bit hard, and the port's not accessible. Let's give it a try, like trying to execute a bash reversal. Okay. That's a global hash.
Bro, are you sure the IP is right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, let's see it. We can't, because as I said, it's installed in the container. Don't have access. And this port is not established from the container, so we can't access it. You get the point?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I think you need like kind of to open the port there already and make it public. What you're saying?
Yeah. But we can actually do a lot of stuff here, like downloading the log, the code, and the database, the config. We have actually is the permission here. We can edit or override files. We have the root permission, so we can do anything here. Let's back to the code and see how developers patch this vulnerability. Okay, cd fire. This actually is the old code for this app, which was vulnerable. And open start main Java. So here cd main and web app. The vulnerable code, as we saw here, was in the authentication check filter, which was under the admin. Openfire, xmap, main, and Java software admin s.org. Main Java. Yes. Org. Java software. And here we go. Authentication check. Yes. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna open it with Vim. Test file. It's not clear, so okay. We actually here gonna take a look about the batch diffing and how the code fixes this bug. Save. Who's playing here?
This is me. It's like for the batch diffing.
Okay, download. And server to in Java work software admin and authentication check. Here we go. Here's test authentication check. Test URL. Okay. As you see, the code was checking for this payload, which is a simple payload used in the best traversal.
So like this is the vulnerable version, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The application was even checking for this payload in the URL, but
Dot.
not encoded using Unicode,
Uh-huh.
and was checking also in URL encoding. But the developers forget to check in the all cases and trying to like use whitelisting or something to allow some characters to get in, and this was the vulnerable code. And in this point, and this function was called in the filter do filter, I think, do filter, in this function. This function was the first function who checks the URL and was pass the URL to test URL, the Abu function, and here in this comment. And if it turn to true, it's break, like let the code let in or get access to complete the process. And the updated version, Openfire here, GitHub. So is this allowed to trying to hack real life right now?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna go for it.
Bro, asking you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have some
Bruh.
fun.
I mean, guys, let me tell you, this CV in specific, it's like right now, everywhere, literally. There is over, I believe, 6,300 servers that are running Openfire right now on the internet, and they are getting hacked widely. What the hackers are doing right now is, after they exploit the vulnerability, they get an RC, obviously, or they are getting access, right? And from there, they are installing malware or crypto miner malware. I mean, this is just like another level kind of thing. And like, what is really interesting about it when you look at it is the vulnerability is really simple, right? I mean, there is nothing really creative about it. But I mean, like even in the code, when you look at the code at the vulnerable function itself, it's not that creative kind of exploitation. It's very easy to exploit it. In fact, I believe a lot of web, bug bounty hunters would detect this easily. So this is like really very interesting how just you can have a software like that. It's very used, like it's a commonly used, right? And from there, just an old function that no one really checked before, and some researcher in this year in 2023 checked that function, and right now everybody is hacking it. So I mean, this is like just another level, I believe.
Very crazy. Yeah,
It
the
is.
batched code here is checking for the same bug, but in this case, it's trying to decode it first and check if any of these characters exist, and if it was exist, it will return to true, and prevent this URL to pass in again. This was a smart patch, by the way, which was decode the URL first before letting in let the application have it or something.
Oh, so
You
like
know?
basically they decode it with UTF-8, and after that, if there is any error, it will like go to the catch exception. If there is any error, obviously it will return false. Otherwise, it will continue. So after that, go to
Yeah,
if exclude, right, and it's check if it ends with a star there. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
yeah, exactly.
Like basically, guys, right now the whole function here it's boolean, right? So it's all based on if you returning true or false. Testing the URL path exclude, which means like it's, I mean, like they are very much explaining what's going on right now in the comments, right? It's saying if the URL doesn't decode, blah blah. After that, it's if the exclude rule includes a question character, the URL must exactly match the exclude rule. So yeah, this is a nice checking there. This is a nice check.
Yes, because actually, if any new technique appear or something, this implementation gonna prevent all the types, even the new one, because it's specific or choose what should original rule the application use to let the application get authenticate.
Yes, sir.
It's hack a real target. Okay. There is other interesting app for checking title. I forget the filter. HTTP title shouldn't. Okay. Openfire. There's no result.
I believe you can go
Mm,
with this one as well. Let me send the message on OG Hackers, the photo of the search. Yeah, check this out.
search. There is interesting search engine also called Fofo. Fofo search engine. Perfect. Yeah. App. Openfire. Oops. Yeah. Right. As you see, there is a lot of active server right now. It's a huge number. Let's try with this one. We can easily terminate the version of the app in the index page. It's a very old one. Okay. This is the first version. I think I have account here. Uh, fire.
Yeah, we can't try anything live right now, since like that would be kind of illegal for the company and also for society. But I
Yeah,
mean, like guys, you can see how much. I mean, like there's a lot of targets, obviously, and and this is a very good chance for bug bounty hunters. You can,
you
maybe
can
look,
catch this
yeah, look
and
for Openfire in the company you are hunting on, or like or any website you are working on. So we are almost 1 hour right now streaming. So I believe like okay, let's go with questions and let's sum it up. Let's summarize how all this worked. So guys, if you have any questions right now. Okay. So I mean, like here is what I understood from this whole thing, right? And Yusuf, please, if I like anything is wrong, please correct me. Basically, first of all, you there is already that traversal, right? And you to extract the token from there, the cookies, right? And after that, you use this to gain access as administrator, or after that, create a new account, right?
yeah, actually, that's correct.
Yeah, and from there you execute command, and here we go. I mean, you are in.
Yeah, exactly, and upload plugin and get easily unauthenticated RCA.
Tell something about Recon for beginner.
Looking for what? For general recon or just for specific TV?
He's typing for bug
Bug
bounty
bounty
hunting.
hunters. Actually, this is not the specific topic we are talking about right now.
I mean, like, okay, even if we're gonna talk about bug bounty hunting Recon right now, even if this like show that this is not the platform for that, we are more about low level kind of stuff and going after CVEs, right? But even if we're gonna talk about that, since I believe like almost everybody we have here has experience with like bounty hunting, this is like a very wide topic right now to, talk about it. So like this needs sessions, in fact, to learn about Recon and all the techniques and all the tools and how to automate that. So it's not like I don't believe you can really answer that in one question. Okay, guys, any questions about the vulnerability about Openfire? Anything related to it? Because we are going to end this. We are over an hour right now in the streaming. We got a very good explanation and we understood a lot of nice thing right now. Right, I think no one got a question. So thank you so much. Thank you for giving us the time. I know you are working on a lot of CV stuff. And thank you guys for being with us and following this stream. All the videos we already have the first stream. It's already on the YouTube. I will send a link later. Also, this stream will be on YouTube as well. As usual, you can always ask question in the OG Hackers channel on Discord, or you can, like, if you have any, I don't know, like some specific question you want to ask any of the researchers in vsociety, you can always contact them directly. I believe no one really mind. The guys here are very helpful and they always, reply to questions. So yeah, check vsociety. We have a lot of interesting stuff there. You need to read that. Thank you, guys, and we will see you the next Sunday with another stream. Good
Yeah,
night
thank you
and
guys for joining the session.